What is going on, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Stay Attached podcast. Today, we are joined by our first ever repeat guest in the show, and so much has changed. More championships than last time. Daniel or Ghosty, welcome to the show. How you doing?
What's good, Dill? I'm doing good, man. How are you doing today, bro?
I'm doing good. Better now that I'm talking to you, man. Better than I'm talking to you. But you've had a kind
Sorry for the
of
mess. I'm in the middle of a move.
yeah. What's happening? Are you moving? You're going to where are you moving to right now? Where are you going? To Toronto,
I'm
maybe?
still. No. Listen, I'm still in Texas. Just moving to a new place. My lease is up soon, in literally like 2 weeks. So just getting everything ready to move, signing everything over at the new place, and yeah, that's why there's boxes and just shenanigans in the background.
Yeah, for just about to move, it honestly does not look too bad. I've seen way messier apartments. This looks like my apartment normally, to be honest. So it's not too bad at all.
This isn't too far off from it normally. I won't lie to you.
Just throw a couple boxes in the background, and it's the same thing.
That's
But
what I'm saying.
that's the tough part about, Call of Duty players and pro COD. Like, you're always moving so much. I know for like almost 5 to 6 years in a row, I just moved every single year. And so I was like,
Yeah.
it's just so much and so stressful. And moving, like, you get better at it, but it never gets easier itself. It's always so annoying to move.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that sentiment. I think I'm also going on year 6. Like if you include college years, moving every single year. So, like you said, it doesn't get any easier. You definitely get better at it and more efficient, but like the actual feeling of moving does not get any better
Yeah.
or any less stressful, if I'm being honest.
Oh, and the worst part's the PCs. Whenever you have to like drive a PC somewhere or ship a PC, you have to take out
Oh,
the GPU,
I just had to ship my PC from
graphics card.
home.
Oh no.
It got here all good.
Okay, thank God.
As you can see.
Dude, it's so stressful when that happens. But hey, good things. Good things. You're able to stay in Texas because who knows what team you'll be joining. We're gonna have to see. Of course, last time we
I'm
talked,
restricted. Nadeshot's trying to sell me, man.
that's what it shows. It shows restrict LA Thieves RFA on the podcast overlay. Okay, so you're good. Like, you're still part of LA
The
Thieves.
podcast overlay.
We see LAT or Los Angeles Thieves shirt on, so you're still
yeah.
repping LAT.
Hey, they still got some of the most fire apparel in the business. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to finally announce that Tipsy Audio is the official sponsor of the Stay Attached podcast. So first, I have to thank you all for watching throughout the year, supporting the channel, all the videos, and there's many more interviews coming, especially during the off season. But let me tell you guys a little bit more about Tipsy Audio now. That means you can now use code ATTACH for a 10% discount on all Tipsy Audio products. Code ATTACH, ATTACH. And one of the biggest things for me was comfortability. They have to be comfortable. If you're going to be gaming with these, talking with people on the show for hours on end like I do, you have to be comfortable, because I had IEMs in the past which just hurt my ear. After an hour or two, I felt like they were scratching my ear up. My ears started to bleed. But Tipsy Audio, at least for me, were a game changer because it was so comfortable. They have the ear tip set, which comes in 6 different sizes, so you can find the perfect size for your ears, which are not going to bother you while you're playing. It's incredible. And also the audio quality. When I'm playing Warzone or when I'm playing ranked play on Black Ops 6 still in the off season, it's so much easier to just hear people if they go prone behind a door, if they're above me, if they're below me. It's so nice. Like, the audio quality is so crisp with these Tipsy Audio earbuds. It's almost like when I first put these on, I was like, this is like too good. I cannot believe I was not playing with these before, because we've all had like the old traditional headsets, the big headsets, some other IEMs, and you can't really hear as much. But when I put these on, it was like, wow, I was completely messing up not using these for a long period of time while I was competing, because this would have been an absolute game changer to hear footsteps, to just even hear my teammates' communication, their comms a little bit cleaner as well. Tipsy Audio, they have completely changed the game when it comes to audio quality for Call of Duty and all the other video games out there. The IEMs I currently have on right now are the Tipsy M3s, which are about $220 before the 10% discount, and I highly recommend them. They are incredible quality, but I know it can be pretty pricey for some people. So if you do not want to spend that much money on them, especially when you're testing out the earbuds at first, there are the Tipsy M1s, which are about $99 before the 10% discount, and those are still very high quality. I've used those in game, and I can still hear everything very, very well. So I highly recommend either of them. But if you are a little bit more of an audio snob, maybe you go for the M3s. If you want to just try out something before making like the full commitment to the $220, you can try the Tipsy M1s, because they still are very good and very high quality as well. So once again, thank you very much for Tipsy Audio for sponsoring the Stay Attached podcast. We will see you guys in the next episode, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of this one. Yeah, without a doubt.
Like that. That's no doubt.
So it's been what, about 2 years since you were last on the show? Because last time you were on the show, it was right after MW2 with
Yeah,
your
basically.
stint on OpTic.
Probably like 22, 23 months. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if you I don't know if you were still on OpTic or you've already started joining LAT at the time, or what point of the offseason that
I think
was
I was
that.
off OpTic. I
You
think
were
I was
off
off
OpTic
OpTic.
when that happened?
Because I was off OpTic like 2 or 3 weeks after Champs ended, which was like
Oh,
end
okay.
of July, I think.
Yeah. And I get the interviews out pretty quick, but not that quick. So, you know.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But how was it? Because I mean, your come up was of course crazy. For those of you that missed the first episode with Dan, you should definitely go check it out just so you can kind of compare then to now. But you were on the Boston Challenger team or Boston Academy. You got picked up on the OpTic. You guys have a pretty successful year. They get back-to-back second places. Eventually, you're not on OpTic. You join LAT. But how was that whole transition from being on OpTic, the whole community loves you, cheering for you at events, to not being on OpTic the next season on LAT and kind of in like a rebuild with different players?
I mean, the MW3 year was definitely like it was like a steady climb, if I'm being honest. It started definitely all the way at the bottom, and it slowly progressively got better. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a good year in my opinion, the MW3 year, but it got better as the year went on, and I suppose that's all you can ask for in a rebuild kind of year.
Yeah.
From the org's perspective, and at least like from my perspective as a player, it's just kind of finding the right people at at certain points in the year to actually make you competitive.
Yeah.
Considering that like the roster initially just it did not mesh well. And then what? You fast forward to BO6. That off season was nuts last year. Last year's off season was nuts. Yeah, I thought we were running it back. Then I thought maybe we make a change or two.
Yeah.
And then fast forward, and now I have Scrap, Hydra, and Envoy on my team. And that was
crazy.
it. It was actually like it was mind blowing. I didn't really like talk too much during it. Obviously, I was involved, but
yeah,
it was just very fast moving. So I was like, "Holy shit, what is happening?"
Yeah, that's crazy because I remember at the time that's when the whole Nate Shaw was taking pay cuts to try to pay the buyout for Scrap and Hydra, and they also had the buyout Envoy too with Ernie or Scrap.
Yeah, it was 3 buyouts.
So 3 buyouts, which is a lot. I don't think it's very common in Call of Duty to have to pay, or 3 buyouts happens in one offseason. That's just so, especially for one team. So they definitely got to break the bank a little bit for that. But then it comes to like you just behind the scenes, like when you're hearing, wait, you can maybe get Scrap, Hydra, and Envoy, you're like, what the fuck? Yes, Nation, do whatever you got to do, bro. Do whatever you got to do to do it.
Yeah, I'm like, of course, I'm down. I'm super down.
At what? What was like how did that go from like the start when you first heard it? Were you like, all right, this might happen, it might not, to when it actually happened? Like, what was going on? Were you just sitting there like kind of praying it does happen? You're like, please, Nate, do what you got to do. Because I know the Gentlemates or Gotaga, they were also trying to like buy out Scrap or Hydra and Scrap as well. So like there was a bidding war going on between multiple teams.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even really know like the full details of like how the buyouts actually happened, or like the calls between like Scrap, Hydra, Envoy, and like Nade went. At least like the full details of it.
Yeah.
But it definitely was more like me just sitting there waiting for them to make a decision, seeing if LA Thieves is going to be able to match, quote unquote, in the war, as you say.
Yeah.
And just kind of keeping not everyone, but like just keeping like the old team still like there, because I didn't know fully what was happening either.
Yeah. So you're like talking to them like, yo,
like
you might stay, you might not.
Yeah, exactly. So try to keep everyone in the loop to some extent. Because I'm like, I'm not really fully in the loop, so yeah, I'm still waiting. You know what I mean? You've been a part of a lot of off seasons. A lot of the time, off seasons are just straight waiting games. You're just waiting on people, waiting on higher ups, owners, managers to get back to you.
See if they can get the deal done or not. See if they drop them enough money to buy that player out, pay that player what they want to be paid, and then figure it all out. So exactly.
There's a lot of moving pieces that all have to like be set in stone before final decisions can actually happen.
Yeah.
Like legally, that is. Like legally sign contracts and all that fun stuff.
Because hey, nothing's official.
You can say you're going somewhere. Yeah, exactly. You can say you're going somewhere, say you want to do something, but until it actually happens, then it's just all talk.
Yep. Until both those names are on paper, everything's signed, it's all talk. It does not matter until it's in ink, in writing.
Exactly.
You're one of the rare players that has been on like LA Thieves and OpTic. How would you just compare the orgs? Because I know they're pretty much two of those orgs at the top of Call of Duty, huge fan bases, and then you also do a lot of content for both orgs. So how would you compare your time on OpTic versus your time on LA Thieves?
Honestly, I think they're pretty similar. I think, like you said, they're both big like powerhouse orgs in the sense that they have big fan bases. They do a lot of content, just very involved with the community in general. LA Thieves, we need an LA event, by the way. Perhaps champs. LA champs would be lit.
Always down. Always down to go back to LA for
champs.
champs.
Sounds pretty lit. But in all seriousness, honestly, they're pretty similar in terms of like what you need to do for content, just the fan bases. Obviously, OpTic has by far the biggest fan base.
Yeah.
But to say that LA Thieves doesn't have an also very large one would not be true either. And I think they're probably the two most similar orgs in the sense of like content output, involvement in the community, in the sense of like you're always talking, streaming, all the fun stuff involved with outside of playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, both phenomenal organizations. There ain't really not much to say.
You've been on some good orgs.
Play for them,
yeah, exactly. You've been on great orgs so far throughout your career. That's pretty crazy.
Definitely been very lucky in that aspect. At least when it comes to my rookie year.
Yeah, definitely.
Getting picked up to OpTic as a rookie is obviously insane.
That doesn't happen very often.
This year,
we saw it. Yep, but that was okay. When you first joined OpTic, how bad were they doing? I don't really remember. Like what exactly transpired?
The event before.
Okay, so like they weren't doing like horrible, but like they probably just wanted to.
Yeah, they weren't doing awful. They just probably needed. Yeah, they probably just needed a new new flow, new environment. Sometimes it helps to change the environment. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Even if it's not like a per se upgrade on paper or mechanically or whatever it may be.
Yeah. But then you came out and you did your thing.
Flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much as I could.
You came out and did your thing.
Would have felt nice to win. Would have felt nice to win that year. Second place ain't fun.
Oh, it's definitely not. But it's not. It sucks. But like, you at least showed that you belong in like the top echelon of like COD players. Because I know
that's fair.
Back then, like, or even just nowadays, like there would be some rookies that get into the league, and of course they're not even just on. They're just on regular teams. They're not on OpTic. But like, there's so many eyes on you. I guess people might see it as pressure as well. Like people like, oh, you're on OpTic now. There's a lot of pressure. Like you have to perform. Or I mean, you see what happens when players play bad on OpTic. Like they're getting absolutely cooked. But you went there. You did your thing.
Cooked. I was getting cooked sometimes.
Really?
I was definitely getting cooked at first.
I feel like you played pretty good though.
No. I think like in general I had like a decent year, but I think my first two matches we lost, and then on LAN we got 3-0'd by Boston in the first series.
Oh shit!
And then we were down 2-1 to London, all in the same.
Oh my god! And they choked the Mercado hardpoint by 100
Yeah, they were up
points.
like 100 on the Mercado.
I remember watching them break down live, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah. There were definitely some moments at the beginning where it wasn't so rainbows and flowers, if you will.
Hey, Mercules came in and they lost to LAG.
Yeah.
But then they went back to back at champs in EWC. So like it happens. It happens.
It happens. It does happen.
Slow starts happen, but then they went crazy after that.
Yeah.
So after that MW2 champs, you guys lost to Seattle. I know there's the famous SIB 1v3 that definitely stung.
Outrageous.
The off season after that, like you're just on OpTic, you're trying to figure it out. You end up landing on LAT. How did that rebuild go in? Like, did you have a big say in like the players that you wanted to pick up?
No,
really?
I just was trying to join the team. I kind of like, I was like, what's the word that I'm looking for? I was bamboozled. By another organization waiting for them. And then basically a bunch of teams have already like formed and contracts were sent out.
Yeah.
So I was kind of just trying to find like the best landing spot possible that was available. Because a lot of the options weren't there anymore compared to like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When I wasn't talking to said org. That bamboozled me.
Yeah. No way. Who did it, bro? Who did it?
No. But I'm retired. When I'm retired.
When I'm retired? I feel like I know who it is, but I don't know for
You
sure.
probably do.
I think I know who it is, but I don't know for
But
sure.
they bamboozled me.
Yeah, they kind of like
They bamboozled me.
they mess with you a little bit, and then you're like, oh, now you have to scramble, you have to rush to figure like, oh shit, now I gotta like get on a team because if like, T falls through, then it's like where do I go after that?
Exactly.
And yeah, you don't want to fall out. Once you get to start getting to like the orgs and like the lower half of the league that don't pay as much, they don't give you like the resources if they don't have a facility, and like you're playing spread out across the country. You have to get on Discord every day to try to watch VOD and talk. Like that's an absolute nightmare. So you do not want to experience that.
No, 100%. Like there's a lot more that goes into like just playing under like a really good organization beyond just like the name, fan base, all that fun stuff. The facilities, the staff, all that is just, it's all there for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, that's MW3 season. We all know what happened. You guys started slow, slowly built it up to the end. You got second at EWC to close it out. Boom. We touched on and covered the new roster you guys built going into Black Ops 6. But now the Black Ops 6 season, I mean, expectations are sky high. You have arguably the best sub in the game, arguably the best AR in the game as well. You got picked up Envoy, who's a champion in many championships across Call of Duty, a world champion as well. So like, what was it like going into this year with that roster? Like, were you like, bro, I gotta win, we have to win? Every event we don't win, it's like shit, like we're not doing our job essentially.
I don't know. I feel like it was more of a feeling of like excitement, if I'm being honest. Like playing the beta, playing the kickoff tournaments, just playing with like the new team. It was just very exciting. It was very fun, at least for me personally. And I feel like that kind of showed in how we were playing.
Yeah.
Like at the K-Son Invitational, online, even at Major 1, like the way we started the year, like we just started like I feel like it was always very exciting.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of like the only feeling that I felt. Like obviously there's still like the underlying feeling of, all right, now I'm on a super team, as everyone is saying. So we got to win, we got to perform, got to do our job, like you said. But it was just exciting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was genuinely just really exciting.
Yeah, because I mean, you
obviously Major 1 happens.
That was
nail biter
so close. I mean, you literally
one of the most fun to watch.
Yeah, you went what, game 7, round 11? Like how that does not happen. That might have been the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah. I think it might have been in the CDL.
Yeah, and I can't think of any other game 7 literal round 11's first major of the year. Like that's insane.
Yeah, exactly. So it was definitely a nail biter, a grueler, really fun to play, even though I didn't win. It was fun in the moment, extremely fun.
Of course.
Because you know how it is. If you win like a game 5, game 7, round 11, obviously you feel really excited and happy in the moment. But you know, thinking back, you're like, that was a tight ass series. There's a lot that I could have done better. You know what I mean? Yeah.
When you win such a close series like that, it's like, it's a great feeling because you won, you're hyped, but you know, like you didn't play that good as a team because if you were playing that good, you would have won 4-1, 4-2, a more dominant hard point, you know? So that's, but
even if it did go map 7, 6-1 or something more convincing.
Yeah. But that's always very tough to do, especially in the beginning of the year, because there's still so much to learn about the game, so many ways to like figure out the best way to play these maps and certain modes as well. Like there's so much stuff you have to learn just in Call of Duty when the new game comes out. So it's really tough to like be that dominant across the game modes that early on.
We were awful at search at the beginning of the year.
But then you guys, I feel like you're all, at least at the end of the season, I was looking at you guys' like records in hardpoint, control, and search, and they all looked like insane. Like I know at least your respawn. I felt like you guys had like 40 wins in control and like 5 losses. Like it felt like it was crazy.
It was like 40-9, man. And then we lost like 4 out of 6 in a row.
The worst, and that's not the worst time too, of course. Like it's great to do great during the season, but then at the end is when everyone's like, that's the time to like really just get hot. And
I mean, comparing to real sports, it's just like the playoffs. It's the same thing. That's kind of the only time that it matters. Like if you have like an okay regular season, obviously it is what it is. You obviously hope for the best regular season.
Yeah.
But people are only going to remember champs. People are now with EWC, or people are only going to remember those 2 events.
Yeah, like the big events now.
Exactly.
Damn. That's crazy that they actually have like there's literally 2 champs now, which is crazy to think about. Like
In terms of prize pool, yeah, there's
yeah,
2 champs.
it's literally 2 champs. I mean, EWC, I think you win like, how much is it? How much do you win if you win 150K?
150.
So you
Yeah,
win
150
$50,000 less than if you win champs, but like still having an opportunity. Because I mean, we even saw with FaZe last year, like they bombed out at champs, but then when they went to EWC, they won it, and so they stayed together. And then Celium was like, "Yo, I thought I was about to get dropped." Blah blah blah. They won EWC. Boom, they stuck it out. So it's like that really is another opportunity to like just redeem your season and not make it like a waste. So it was crazy. But I mean, you guys were just dominant throughout all the majors. Major 3.
Major 4.
Oh yeah, major 4. Wait, major 4?
Or not major 4, major 2.
Major 2. Yeah, that was in. Was that in Tech? Where was major 2?
Yeah, there were 2 Texas.
Yeah, that was in Texas.
That's why I just said major 4 on accident, because I'm like, wait, there were 2 Texas events.
Yeah. And then
major 2 bombed out, but bombed out at the event. Online was unbelievable from us.
Yeah.
Won the minor, went undefeated, went to the event, got punched in the mouth by Boston.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. I mean, we gotta talk about that with Boston. Like, why do you think Boston just had you guys' number? It was the weirdest thing ever.
Dude, I honestly don't really know, other than like just their strengths as a team, like played very well to counter us in like the 2-3-5 game mode.
Yeah.
Like how they like to play search and control was very good against how we like to play.
Yeah. That was just insane, because every time
they were like hyper together, like more than any other team, like in those modes.
Oh my God, Boston. And I was pissed at Major 2 as well, because then Boston beat you guys, because we beat Toronto winners. So Boston beat you guys. And then eventually we played FaZe and then you guys in the losers bracket. I was like, damn, if LAT didn't get upset by Boston, we could have played Boston in the loser, or someone else in the losers bracket. Why did you play LAT?
Well, then you wouldn't have, been on the chopping block.
I mean, who knows? Maybe. No, I was on the chopping block regardless, for sure. It was Unk's time to get out. It was Unk's time to get out.
Nah.
It was time, bro. I had to get out of the team house. It was time.
It was time. You were sick of it, bro.
Yeah, I was tired.
Couldn't bang the hill no more.
Yeah, I was like, bro, it's time to get out of the team house, man. I can't be almost 30 living in the team house anymore. Like, I gotta lock it in.
Did they at least give you the big bedroom?
I had the master.
Okay,
the bathroom did have a hallway in it too, so it was a really nice room. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so they gave you the good shit though.
Yeah, it was the good shit.
All right, that's good.
But yeah, I was. You would have never caught me in the 8s, the S&D 8s, the regular 8s. Yeah, I probably should have played a lot more of those. But hey, it is what it is. Learn from my mistakes and keep grinding. Work hard. So yeah, major 2 rolls around. You guys bomb out. But going into major 3, this is where it changes. You go out there, you get your first championship. I mean, just
come on now.
That was also the weekend. Or no, that was major 4 when Miami. There was a drama with Miami, right? But in major 3, you guys I think you get dominated Seattle or Vancouver in the finals, and
it was a 4-0.
Pretty smooth sailing event. But how'd that feel to finally get that chip and not be like silver surfing like you have a couple times in the past?
Honestly, that was a very relieving feeling to actually finally hoist the trophy. That was my 5th finals, so
damn.
Getting 5 straight seconds is definitely not ideal. I know Vancouver obviously did that basically this year.
Yeah.
But it's not like a good feeling. And you still got to know, deep down, if you make it to the finals, you can win it just as much as anyone else can.
Yeah.
But it still feels very relieving to actually hoist and hold the goddamn trophy up.
Yeah. You're not.
And the trophy's pretty cool. Major 3 trophy's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that was the one where it had the wave, right? It had the wave and the Heretics logo or something like that.
It's a little small, but it has the Heretics logo and the wave. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's colorful, blue and orange. It's nice.
Yeah, that was a dope trophy. And then, I mean, what was your mindset right after you won that? All right, boom, I got my first one. Now it's I need to get another one to prove I'm not a one-hit wonder.
I mean, not to prove that I'm not a one-hit wonder, but just that this is the team that we're actually supposed to be. You know what I mean? One ship isn't it doesn't suffice if we're supposed to be a super team or this amazing team. And that kind of was it. We locked in for major 4. Had a pretty decent online stage. I think we went 4-1, maybe 5-0. I think we went 4-1 though, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And we came out, Major four swinging. I think we lost in winners. I think we lost in winners round 2.
That was the one to Miami when Scrap called the
Yeah, they beat us in winners round 2.
the
Exactly,
dreadnought
right.
or whatever streak, some crazy streak he had.
Yeah, on the
like
skyline.
you guys actually, I think you guys probably win that map if he calls in the right streak. Because
everyone in the hill we 100%.
Everyone would have been forced into the hill. Then you guys are just pinching them. Like it's over. You guys win 3-1.
Yeah. And like on Skyline, there was an opening in the bed where you could call it in, and it would hit everything there. So like you can't be in the back. You could only be like behind the tub or the shower.
Yeah.
There were only 2 spots that you were like safe from. Or like underground, obviously, but that's pretty out of the play.
So that was crazy. And then wait. From your perspective though, how did that whole drama between Scrap and Super go on stage?
I'm just mind blown. Like not saying too much, but I'm just mind blown at Super getting loud when he knows damn well in the back of his head that he should have lost that map. I'm like, bro, why are you yelling?
Yeah.
I'm like, we didn't choke anything. You guys almost choked. And if Ernie didn't accidentally call in the damn fucking AC 130,
yeah,
you guys would have lost.
Yeah.
But they won the S&D Map 5 like very fair and square. So they obviously take the series. Then we came out and losers just fired up.
Oh yeah, you have
to them like that. I think we're shooting a lot of bodies. Not like me, but my teammates.
Yeah.
I don't think I shot much bodies this year. I definitely did, but I remember Paco like saying so much. I am shooting their bodies.
Paco is a serial body shooter. I feel like he's one of the biggest.
Oh, he is. Paco is for sure.
But then you guys get your get back the next day, and it was so funny that like picture or the video of you just see like I don't think you did it, but it was Dill or Envoy. Hydra Scrap.
It was everyone else. Whenever they were leading over.
Yeah, they're all leading over and all talking shit to Super. Like I was like, holy shit, the whole team's ganging up on him.
That shit was that picture is so funny. That picture is hilarious.
I was like, someone on Miami got to like back their boy up a little bit. Like I get if like, it's a little bit of trash talk, but then you guys were like standing there for like 5 seconds just talking shit. Someone might be like, yo, chill. Someone else.
No, 100%.
Yeah, that was bad. But that made for some good drama, good entertainment throughout that weekend because it's been a while.
Good farms.
It's been a while since we've seen a little altercation on stage. Ernie grabbing his collar like that after punching himself in the face. Like it was
punching himself in the face.
Yeah, that was crazy. Good times.
No, that was good. No, it's good stuff. We need that. We need some drama.
Yeah,
sometimes.
you do. Everyone loved it in the COD community. Now it's going to be one. It's part of like the almost fights that happened. Aches pushing nade shot. Then you got
Aches pushing nade shot. What a legendary.
Yeah. How old did you watch that live? How old were you?
No, live, no. I've only seen clips of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was probably 10.
10?
Yeah.
Damn.
Probably 9 or 10. Maybe 11.
Because I think that was at a tournament in Chicago, actually. Like Game Pazzo or something like that.
Because that was
2013?
Yeah, like 10 years ago.
Yeah. 12 years ago.
12 years ago, yeah. So easily, yeah. I would probably be 11.
Damn. Yeah, I miss those good old days. 11. Were you playing Call of Duty
I played
then?
competitive since like AW.
Oh, okay.
So, and I played like ranked play in BO2, but that's about it, like league play.
Oh wait, yeah, I remember a little bit about our episode. You had the pictures of all the pro players that you would like beat or like play well against. I think you have one versus us, right? The FaZe team.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's fire.
I got one against the Dynasty.
Did you win the map?
Riot S&D.
Oh, you fried him on Riot?
S&D. 6-5, man.
Ooh.
I'm the ice. I'm the ice man. Just kidding. I'm not the ice man. You can never take someone else's.
Their
gimmick. Their gimmick.
Yeah.
Lamar's got that one in the Duffy forever.
Lamar's got it locked in. All Lamar did, he had a helicopter in World War II, and then after he would just ninja defuse. And no one would check the bomb. He would just crouch up to it, ninja defuse. It worked like a charm every time. I don't know how.
It's because Lamar's alive, bro. Like, he has aura, bro. It's the Iceman.
I guess. People are like, yo, Lamar's alive. Don't check the bomb. Whatever we do. Oh, bomb defuse. Like, it was bad. It took him so long to learn.
My bad, Lamar. We don't mean this.
But what's it called? When you had, you've teamed with Scrap, Envoy, Hydra. Like, how was that working behind the scenes with them? Like who was the most vocal on the team? Like who really like facilitated the practice and stuff? Like, and just to team with some of the best players in the game. And like, a big upgrade from the players that you had the previous year? Like, how was like just working with some of like the top players in COD?
Well, for starters, I would definitely say I don't think anyone was necessarily like always a vocal leader.
Mm-hmm.
I probably talked the most in game, but when it came to like out of game, constructing game plans, stuff like that, I think everyone contributed pretty equally.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm being frank with you, that's including the coaches as well. But definitely in game, you know how I am. You know how I like to
Yeah.
be. I like to yap, out of game too. But definitely in game, I like to yap. So, it was. There were obviously like not like growing pains in the sense that like we have to mesh, but there's technically like three different teams forming into one. You have like Paco from New York, you
Yeah.
have Dill and Ernie from Toronto, and you have me from the previous year's LAT. And we all obviously played different ways to achieve the same goal. So it's kind of just making a new game plan, new structure, new system that encompasses the way that everyone wants to play and everyone
Mm-hmm.
is comfortable playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know how it is. You've played with a good amount of teammates in your time too. There's definitely like different ways to play whenever it comes to having different players on your team.
Yeah.
People are just comfortable doing certain things. People
Yeah.
are comfortable playing faster. People are comfortable playing slower. People are comfortable with an AR versus a sub.
Yeah. So you gotta like try to play
Just
into like
in
everyone's
the dumbest way
strengths
possible.
too.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You don't want anyone
There's
to be
just there's
uncomfortable.
just certain ways that people like to play, certain ways that people think is the best way or the most efficient way to get points, plant the bomb, whatever the goal is.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to work around that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then from your perspective, who do you guys think your toughest matchup was like throughout the season? Like what team just kind of gave you the best fights?
I mean, it was probably like consistently until like champs, like FaZe, honestly, throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, I mean, we lost to Vancouver twice. So I mean, saying anything other than Vancouver probably isn't the correct answer. At the last two events, obviously at champs and EWC, we lost to them twice,
Yeah.
once each. And I think that comes down to just like a play style, teamwork, kind of gap rather than like a straight talent gap, so to speak.
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like when you get to like the top four of teams, the talent disparity is minimal. Like
Yeah.
everyone is just so talented. It just comes down to the actual game plan. And then there's going to be
Exactly.
your team, LET is going to have their best maps. And then so Vancouver is going to have their best maps. And it's like, you're going to try to, of course, veto whatever the other opposing team's best map is and then go from there.
Map
And then
depth pool definitely matters.
Yeah.
For sure.
map pool. Was that a big thing for you guys this season to like work on your map pool throughout the
100%.
year to like set yourself up for the champs, the EWCs, like those long series?
I mean, we auto vetoed Protocol S&D every single series basically.
Mm.
And then we tried to pull it out again. I think at champs or EWC. I think EWC, and then we lost it again. So, yeah. Like the map pool definitely matters. I don't think having one auto veto is bad, but like if you have an auto veto at HP and S&D and control, it's not looking good for you.
Yeah, because then you could get fucked over. Like you could choke, you can choke one of your good maps, and then oh shit, you're on your auto veto map too. Now you're down 2-0. You know?
Yeah, or what happens whenever your second worst map is the other team's best map?
Yeah.
And then your best map is their second best map or something like that. Now you're kind of in a weird spot where they're playing their best two maps no matter what, just because you can't play a map. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, it doesn't work out like that all the time. And obviously, there are plenty of teams who have auto vetoes. OpTic had an auto veto at their last two events this year.
LAT and Vanguard, where they won champs, they auto vetoed Bokic HP every day, every match.
I think, did OpTic MW3 have an auto veto in HP? Did they?
I don't know what their auto veto was at the end of the year. I know
it wasn't Subbase or Rio.
Yeah, it wasn't Subbase or Rio. I don't know. Did they play? I know they play. I remember them playing Vista versus some teams.
What was the other map besides
Karachi.
Rio, Vista, Karachi? Oh, 6-star.
6-star. Yeah, they played 6-star too. And I know, I mean, they were just really good at hardpoint. That was their best.
Yeah, I don't think they had an auto veto.
Yeah,
unless it was a search auto veto.
Yeah, they probably
like high rise. Actually, they might have not liked high rise. Maybe.
Yeah, I think they kept trying to play FaZe on high rise if I remember correctly in MW3, and then FaZe would like always beat them. But in hardpoint, I'm pretty sure they were like solid. They might have some maps they were not as good as others, but they were all
but
like,
I don't think they had an auto veto.
Yeah, they were
I
like
think it's
really
pretty rare
good.
to have an auto veto in respawn. I feel like it's more common in search.
Yeah.
For teams.
Yeah.
maybe not control. Like some teams this year literally had auto vetoes and control all year. It was
Mhm.
insane.
And then you were
There's
just
some teams who only played like fucking vault control 3 times. I'm like, huh?
yeah. I remember at the beginning of the game, we played Vault like 5 times in a row. We were 0-5 on Vault. We're like, but we couldn't do anything because there's only 2 maps. So whoever like would win the flip would just ban protocol. And so like you were just forced to play Vault. We're like, fuck, we need this third. And then once Hacienda came in, then like we started winning controls because we were able to play protocol. We were able to play Hasi. And
Yeah, you didn't have to play vaults.
Yeah, we were just like
if you
stuck
lost a
on
coin
Vault.
flip, you just auto play vaults. Yeah, exactly.
Tough
That was kind
times.
of the tough issue though in Vanguard as well for part of the year with the map.
Yeah, because there was only 2.
4 HPs, 4 S&Ds.
There was at the beginning until we got Berlin control. It was only Tuscan and Gav control before that, and Gav 2 control is dog. It's top.
That's not a
bottom 2 control alongside Fortress control as well.
Yeah, I think Fortress might be worse, but
yeah, both of the maps are just horrendous. But we made it through the years. We made it through the years somehow, some way. Working with Sender. How was it working with Troy? Because I know he came over with Paco from New York, and everyone said he's been a great coach from his time on Huntsman to New York.
I've only had really good coaches, man.
And I heard he got real nerdy too.
Yeah, I had JP Damon, Karma obviously, and then I had Sender and Shane. So I've really only had phenomenal coaches, accoladed coaches, well-tenured coaches, whatever the word that you want to use to describe. And yeah, Troy definitely gets nerdy. Troy gets down and dirty with it. He loves this shit, man. Yeah. This guy's warming up in the free-for-all every day.
Really?
Just for funsies. Yeah, he's getting cracked. He's getting absolutely cracked.
Because I know on New York, they always had crazy nades. And then I saw the one that you guys had planned to do on Hasi, like in the video.
Our Hasi ones were nuts.
That one that landed in the closed window looked insane.
Yeah, we had some nuts nade lineups on Hasi, if it ever got to a Hasi S&D.
Yeah.
And some pretty cool wall bangs too, but you know, back-to-back top 8 don't really get a chance to use it. So
yeah, I hate that you brought it up, but since you brought it up, what do you think really happened like that at Champs? Like, why did you guys just come out slow? I mean, you also did play Boston, the team that randomly like just plays to your weaknesses, I guess. But like, how were the scrims leading up to Champs? How was it going? Like, were you still feeling just as confident going into Champs?
I think Ernie talked about this on stream before, but our scrims going to Champs were not really that good. Like they were okay at best. But okay for us is obviously very bad, considering that we're coming off back-to-back event wins.
Yeah, like you should be the best team in the game, if that by far. Yeah,
exactly. So scrims were obviously not very, very good. We got to the event, and scrims got a lot better. But I feel like we were just out of flow and or just straight up behind in terms of how efficient we could have been playing. And a team like Boston literally just like exposed us in the like 2-3-5 mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Vancouver was one of the few teams that like pound for pound would always keep up with us in HP. And I mean that's what they did at Champs and EWC. They kept up in HP in terms of like just the pace and efficiency, because we were obviously a pretty efficient HP team for the entire year. Obviously everyone's probably talked about our control fallout too, which is by far the biggest drop off. And I think that comes with the spawn changes combined.
Yeah, there was a big spawn change.
The bad practice, exactly. And I say bad in the sense that like it's just bad for us. For some teams, I imagine they probably would have thought it's okay or good. But coming off of back-to-back event wins, you're expecting to win damn near every map.
Because also, I mean, you could talk about this a little bit,
that's
but
really it.
I feel like in a scrims, you know you're playing really well in scrims when like you're not only winning every map, but you're winning every map by like 75, 100, 150. Like you're clearly winning.
Exactly. You're always ahead. Exactly. You're always ahead. And that just wasn't consistently happening. I would say our practice going into EWC was like monumentally better. Actually, monumentally is probably gassing it, but definitely a lot better.
Yeah.
But we literally lost to Vancouver, and then we lost to OpTic, the eventual winners. Yeah. And I think OpTic at that point was just literally playing like a way more efficient game plan and faster game. So like in the respawns, like we got actually exposed for it. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's what we lost OpTic 3-1. 134.
Yeah, you guys won. Yeah, you guys won map 2. I remember that.
Yeah, I think it was Rewind S&D.
Yeah, it was. I remember, like, OpTic at the end of the game, it kind of feels like they just figured something out. Like, just watching them at Champs and
They
EWC.
just hit, like, flow and, like,
yeah,
the peak efficiency you could have.
Yeah. It looked like you guys in Major 3, Major 4.
Exactly. Like, whenever you have, like, a super talented team that's firing on all cylinders, all on the same page, it's pretty hard to stop them if you're not all also on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
You're not really able to talent gap, like, a team whenever they're playing that, like, cohesive, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Because, like,
we got, like, a damn jetpack on. Like, you got a jetpack on.
Like, where you can just world star.
You can jump in 360 world star people in the hill.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really do that, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just straight up were an unbelievable team at the end of the year. They just hit flow at the perfect time.
And then were they as good in scrims? Because I don't know if they were on your side of the bracket at Champs, but did you guys scrim them leading up to Champs?
Yeah. Leading up to Champs a couple times, but going into EWC we did a few times.
Yeah.
And they looked really good.
Yeah.
They looked just as good in a match as they did in a scrim.
Yeah, so they were like consistently doing it. It wasn't just like the one-off, like, oh, they just fried at this Champs, but now like they fell out of scrims. Like no, they got back, same thing. They were still like playing to that level, which is pretty insane.
Yeah, and HP won 150% easily.
Yeah. Do you think there's anything, if you could go back with your team from this past season and like change like in-game like styles of play to like make you guys a little bit better? Because I mean, it was glaring that like what your job and what Envoy's job was on the team. I mean, you led the league in hardpoint time. Envoy was second in the league in hardpoint time. And also with like control ticks, it was like kind of the same story. Like, did you like how everything was set up for the team? Or was there anything you can go back and be like, I wish we could have adjusted this a little bit to maybe like get us to that next level of cross whatever game mode?
I think at Champs in EWC, I feel like the amount of people doing everything together kind of ramped up like a lot, exponentially. And I don't think like we had like that same like in-game sense of like urgency to consistently always make a team play no matter what, even if like a solo timing or whatever's open. Like everything that OpTic did, or Boston or Miami or Vancouver, that performed really well at the end of the year, everything they did was just fully together. Even if it took an extra couple seconds, or even if it wasn't the most optimal play, it was always together. And just kind of having that extra gun, that extra body, extra HP, extra stun, whatever it is, in a gunfight, in a team fight, is going to make all the difference.
Yeah.
It always felt like you were never fighting in a one-on-one against like the teams at the end of the year that were always in flow. So I wouldn't really say it's necessarily changing, but it's more so just adjusting to the change in play style.
Yeah. Just
because it's not like we weren't playing like that at our peak, but the way that it kind of evolved as the year progressed was kind of a need to always be together in every circumstance. Just with like how the maps work, the spawns, everything, just the game evolving.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
And even the movement too in this game, like this game wasn't like the MW2 movement where it's like you're stuck in the mud. Like you could be like sprint strafing in a circle like this, like getting info, taking damage, getting down, then wide slide out.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
like,
exactly.
There was a lot of stuff to do.
The amount of info getting and like the way you can live while getting info in this game compared to like the last 2-3 years is such a big difference.
Yeah.
And it definitely changes the way you can actually play, get info, and like take space straight up. I'm a big fan of movement just in general, like omni movement, jetpacks. Just more movement gives you just more ability to create a skill gap.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
We got dynamic aim assist. We don't got to pick 10 anymore, obviously.
Yeah.
So everyone's got fucking the best aim assist, super soldiers, and guns that literally don't move. But we can definitely increase the skill gap in other capacities, or not other capacities, but in other ways to some capacity. Movement, spawns, good maps, all the fun stuff like that. Obviously, I want snipers and smokes in. We haven't had a working smoke in a while.
Yeah, but you know who doesn't? Ernie, man. Scrap. He doesn't want it in, that evil guy.
It's not that like I don't want it in. It's just they're such a bailout weapon without having like any counter to it besides just don't get hit by the sniper. You know what I mean? Make a miss. Like having a working smoke grenade would definitely make
I think that's the biggest thing. The working smoke, because the one-way smokes, like, they are cheese. Like, you shouldn't be able to throw a smoke and run in the middle of it and see everything while no one can see you. Like, all the COD needs to do is just make a smoke. If you throw a smoke, you can't see in, they can't see out. That's literally all that needs to be done.
I'm trying to run into that smoke and I see nothing. My whole
no
screen
aim assist
is gray.
either. Like,
yeah, no, I want to see nothing.
Yeah.
I should have to run in there with my knife if I want to try to get a kill. I shouldn't be able to come in there and be able to shoot out of it or shoot into it or whatever. Like, it should literally be like other games where I'm spraying like this trying to hit someone in the smoke.
Yeah.
And that's just not really how it is. But I do think snipers, smokes, like that stuff would be. It just makes it a bigger skill gap. There's just more to be aware of, more to be conscious of.
Yeah, especially in search, because I feel like search and destroy is so dull now. Everyone has like the same strat.
Specialists will make it super fun.
Oh, it will. Absolutely.
I know I'm kind of going off topic with like the BO7 leaks, but yeah.
You're good.
Will be super cool.
We'll go ahead and talk about that anyways, because I mean the leaks do look really good for Black Ops 7. I mean it said that uplink's coming back. It said there's like wall bounce, so that's extra movement in the game. Then they have the specialists as well, which is huge because like the one thing a lot of the COD games have been missing without specialists is like that wow factor. Like when's the last time it's been like, holy shit? I get the only thing of like 2 from this year, where it's the Paco 4-piece and then the Shotzi 4-piece, where it's like, holy shit. But with specialists, it was like, yo, this guy just got a 5-piece grav slam. Like that was insane.
There's a lot more potential for those kind of big wow moments, those fun moments.
Yeah. Or it's like, yo, this guy fucking choked his heat wave, whatever, it didn't work. And then like they blew it. Like he missed every shot with the Tempest. Oh no. Like it just adds up to like that big moment that we need till we can
exactly.
We need that.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. I'm very excited for BO7. The leaks look good. Obviously, I'll hold my tongue.
No,
just because you really never know until it's there.
It's gonna be the best game of all time, Dan. Like you just have to believe.
Bro, you said this every year, bro.
That was my account was hacked when I said that, Dan. That was not me.
Sorry.
But this game, with what we've seen, like I could promise you, and you know I would never lie to you, that it's gonna be the best COD of all time.
Never lie.
Never. Never ever.
No, but in all seriousness, like it actually does. It does look really, really good.
Yeah, it does.
It actually does look so good.
I'm just excited for the Japanese themed maps too.
I just like I don't know. I just like high movement, futuristic CODs. I like that stuff. I'm just always a big fan of just high action, bang the hill. Sounds like fun to me.
Yeah. And then the big thing with Black Ops 7 is like a lot of the casuals don't like that though. So like the casuals are like, oh bro, this game sucks. We don't want to play because they don't like the extra movement. That makes them more of a skill gap. They want the less movement, easier game. But for competitive,
people just don't want to move their damn fingers.
Yeah.
All seriousness.
Yeah.
You know, I got friends IRL who like, you know, casually game or whatever, and bro, they don't want to move their fingers. They're not trying to get cracked, and that's totally fair. Like they're just trying to relax and play a game. So like I definitely understand like their sentiment, but I think what Treyarch is doing here is probably like a good middle ground.
Yeah.
Where it's not going to be too exploitive. At least in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think with like a full-blown jetpack, I can understand the sentiment a bit more, but I'm just doing a little wall bounce, you know, a little pop. You know,
a little something to like extra with the shit on them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm like 1 or 2 extra ways.
Yeah.
You know, not like 10.
Yeah. Because by the time the jetpack era that ended back then, everyone was begging on their knees for boots in the ground again.
I will say the last jetpack though was the worst of the 3.
Oh, by far. IW was by far worse than AW and BO3. Like it was like hydrogen or nuclear bomb versus coughing baby comparing BO3 and AW to IW.
Was. Like BO3 is like S tier game, AW probably like A tier. IW is like C or D in my opinion. I actually did not very much enjoy that game.
Yeah. It just looked unfinished
as like a casual gamer. But like for competitive and multiplayer, like the game was pretty unpolished.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't even play like Respawn for the first couple months as like a competitive player.
There wasn't even like leaderboards either in the game for like
that's what I mean.
Months. Like it was like it wasn't even ready. It felt like.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Yeah.
So people definitely have like a bad taste left in their mouth from the jetpacks, just because that's the last one. That's the one that they bundled with COD 4 at some point.
Yeah, modern. Oh yeah. Remastered. Yeah.
MWR. Yeah, exactly. MWR.
So I was like, listen, you got to buy this game to get this game as well. So you can get the blast from the past, your boots in the ground, but it's coming with the jetpack game. So you got to buy this one.
Exactly. So it incentivizes you to play it a little bit.
Yeah. Just looking back from this Black Ops 6 season, what would you say is like do you have a favorite match or like favorite moment that just like really stood out? I mean, you're probably going to pick the ones where you won, but like what was just some moments? that you really enjoyed?
Probably Major 4. Probably Major 4 finals. Beating FaZe. Actually getting our get back for Major 1. That was probably my favorite, actually favorite moment of the year. Easily Major 4, actually. Major 4 grand finals. Final answer.
Yeah, because I mean, you needed that. Like, I think you and FaZe were like, I can't remember the record. Was it a back and forth between you guys throughout the year?
Mhm.
Or did one team have like another team's number more so?
No, I think it was pretty back and forth.
Pretty back and forth.
It was like 2-1, 2-2 at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it felt that was probably easily my favorite moment.
Yeah. And then being able to do it in the grand finals as well.
Exactly.
To dominate like that. Because I know even there was one map, it was a protocol control. You guys were up 2-0. You guys ended up choking that. So you guys should have even beat them easier than, I think it was like 4-2.
Oh, I actually remember that.
You guys should have beat them like 4-1. Like it should have been a really, really clean series.
Yeah. No, you're right, actually. I completely forgot we choked that.
Yeah, he still ended up winning.
Yeah, exactly. It goes right out the back of my head once like the win actually happens.
Yeah.
Easily my favorite moment. For asking what my least favorite moment is, definitely losing champs. So.
Oh yeah, I mean that's it's gonna be champs in EWC by far.
It's as simple as that. Yeah. It's champs. There you go.
Don't even have to really ask that one. Everyone knows the answer for that. Biggest tournament of the year. You lose at it, you're losing full about that.
Exactly.
But going into the next season, there is a lot of rumors going around. LAT might be making changes. There's rumors that you could be going to another team in Gentlemates, but it's like, how do you, as like a player that's established yourself in Roster Mania, how do you like maneuver the situation when talking to different orgs, different players, different teams? Like, what's the things you look at first? Like, is it which is the best org that's going to give me the best team with the most money? Like, how does it usually go for you?
I think first and foremost, it's always players. Who do you want to play with? Who do you want to spawn in with every day for the entire year? Because you are spending a lot of time with these people. So you have to enjoy who you're playing with, actually want to play with them, actually think you can achieve what you want to achieve with them. That's probably by far the most important. And then secondly, you're looking at like orgs, fan bases, what they offer, money, salary, benefits, all the fun jazz that goes into like just being a competitive player in the real world.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of secondary. And I think it's more like that more applies whenever the teams, like whenever you have teams or players that are similar options. Whenever they're kind of equal, you kind of look at the org, which fan base is better, which benefits is better, stuff like that. And I think that's kind of really it. It's just navigating like the talking conversation aspect of it. You're talking to a bunch of teams, telling them what you want, in terms of like who you want to play with, the kind of environment you want to be in, the money that you want, whatever it is, and just navigating, talking to all of these people, and kind of using what you know, or what teams are offering to see what you can get in other places, basically. Yeah, shopping around, if you will.
Of course, you got to like take it. This team wants to pay me this and team with these players, but if you guys pay me this and let me do this, let me live here, extra stipend, extra benefits like this, maybe I'll come over here. You got to use your leverage while you're in a position to do it. Because when you're at the bottom, you're like the fourth player getting picked up on one of the last teams to form. You have no real leverage. So when you're coming off a top team, you have a couple of championships, you have a big name in the scene, you're a great player. Like that's when you really got to like make sure that you're surrounding yourself with other talent, and then also getting paid decent, going to a team that will help you with the future, that will build around you for years to come, and like help you find success. So it's very important, especially because only certain players get to really have that kind of power at some point. So when you do, you guys take advantage of it.
100%, absolutely. And this is kind of like my first year of having that like opportunity to like see things with like being restricted and stuff, just like shopping around, talking to people. And yeah, like it's kind of like the first year that I've ever had to do that. Like the year before, obviously I just re-signed LA Thieves, nice and easy. And the year before that, I was just released from OpTic fully unrestricted. So it was a little bit different this year around being restricted. Yeah. Because then you're navigating obviously the whole other loophole of staying on LA Thieves, not staying on LA Thieves, buyouts versus no buyouts, all the fun business. Yeah. Because when you're restricted, obviously you are either on the team or you're not on the team. But officially, like legally, contractually, you're still on the team no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's kind of just a weird space to navigate. Because it's not like sports in the sense that like someone's gonna lob us a first-round draft pick for me. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, of course.
Like there's cash and or players involved whenever it comes to selling, if you are to sell.
Yeah. And then when it comes to, I mean, this roster mania has been insane so far. I mean, we saw the FaZe trio break up.
What's official so far? MC's gone.
Yeah, MC
officially.
And Abizi, they're both officially gone.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They're both officially gone.
So like they are officially gone. Like I would have thought, at least like just thinking back, like Simp and Abizi stay together till their careers finish, or Simp and Celium stay together till their careers finish. But like all three of them, selfishly, I think it's good for like content for everyone, because like people are gonna support Simp, then they're gonna support Abizi, then they're gonna go support Cell. So it's like cool to see like what's gonna happen throughout their careers, the different trajectories they take.
Storylines that pit against each other, 100%.
Yeah, but like to actually see them break up is like crazy.
Yeah, agree. Definitely agree with that. I thought Tyler and Chris, Simp and Abizi were gonna stay together forever. So
yeah,
they're not. Yeah, they're gone.
They're gone. And is there any rumored roster that you see like, oh, that team's kind of nice? Like, is it what do you think about these rumored, of course, FaZe team, where it's like the 04, Abuza, Draws, Simp, then you have the of course the LAT roster where it's like Kenny, Abizi.
I think a lot of the rosters are surprising.
Yeah.
But I feel like that gets said every year. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that's the only way to put it. I feel like a lot of the rosters are surprising.
Yeah. Like it's just like weird mixes for sure.
Yeah, it's just weird mixes. Exactly. Like you're expecting certain people to get picked up at certain places, and then something else completely happens. And you're like, I don't know if that's bad per se, but it's just different to what you're expecting.
Yeah.
That's kind of the only way to put it, because there's no way to like say it's bad or good, even on paper, till we kind of see how the year is going to be. Obviously, like if they're picking up some absolute burgers or some challenger players that like have no proven anything,
yeah,
then it's a different story. I can be like, yeah, it's probably a terrible change. But it's not like they're picking up, like I said, absolute burgers. So you have to kind of wait and see. But it's definitely not like the expected roster moves for some of the teams, at least leaking wise. I don't think it's what I expected.
No, yeah, it's crazy to see. But then like on paper, like a lot of people are saying FaZe on paper, for example, but when you lose players like Selim and Abizi, like it's going to be tough to find teams on paper to like match those names on paper. So it's like, but who knows how they actually play? Maybe the new FaZe team comes out and dominates next year. Like they have such good synergy on the map, chemistry, and it works out great. So you just never really know. But on paper, people are bored in the offseason. They need to find stuff to talk about. They're going to just be talking about every little thing of roster mania, every player, every statistic, everything to get some content.
Oh, yeah. That's how it always is, man.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see where you go, Dan. We haven't heard too much about where you're going to go. Maybe you get a Falcons bag. Maybe you go to Toronto. Genomates potentially wanted you. Like, who knows? Wasabi Warriors. Oh, you can stay on LA Thieves, too.
Just restricted, buddy.
Just restricted. You're not. Yeah, you're still. You can get brought back to LAT or Wasabi Warriors if you want to dip into Challengers.
Oh, come on now. That's where the first spot I'll be in Challengers. The Wasabi Warriors. I'm fucking here.
Of course, man. We're gonna take over, but unfortunately, we will only be sending the teams to events on Greyhound, or we're gonna pick them up in a team RV and drive them to events. Greyhound? And then you're only allowed to stay at Motel 6s and below. No H for hotel. We're only staying in M for motels throughout the weekend. So
okay. We got to share rooms, I assume.
Of course, one room for 4 people.
Room. Yeah, that's fair. No, it's understandable.
And so we're going the cheapest we can get to really get the bang for our buck. So I'm excited to see what the Wasabi Warriors can do. And if you guys win the day of matches, 1 Slurpee permit per night. And then other than that, you get 7-Eleven hot dogs and taquitos.
Come on, bro. Wait, I'm in.
You're in?
Fuck everything else. I'm down. I'm signed to the Wasabi Warriors.
Okay, so we're down. All right, we'll get the paper sent over, and then we'll make it official. Okay.
All right. Perfect, Bill. Perfect.
And Dan, it's been great to follow your career so far as a pro player. I mean, your story was awesome leading up into this point, guys. I know we didn't talk about a lot of Dan's like history and personal stuff and early career and challenges up to this point, because we already covered that in the first episode of the Stay Attached podcast with him. Make sure you guys go check it out from a couple years ago. So this time it was him being a professional player, navigating the different landscape of being a top pro, winning some championships. It's been a pleasure to watch your career play out and still be a great player. A couple years ago, since we first saw you, win some championships and then take another step in your journey and see where you go from here.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me on, Dill. It's a blessing to be the first return guest on the Stay Attached podcast. So thank you again, man.
We had to get someone special for that, you know.
Hey, come on now. Come on, you're making me blush. You're making me blush.
And who better than Dan? So we don't want to keep you too long. I know you got to go pack all this stuff up behind you, get ready for the move. So I appreciate you taking your time out of your busy schedule to come on and yap with me a little bit. I'm sure the community and everyone else will be, no matter what you do, whether you're on LAT, no matter where other team you go to, with the Wasabi Warriors or anything, the community will be supporting you. You're very much loved in the community. So keep doing what you're doing, Dan. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks for the words, though. And thank you again for having me, dude.
Of course. Guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Appreciate you guys tuning in, to all the people on YouTube, all the people all over Spotify, everywhere else. And we'll see you guys in the next one.